Okay, so we've had a lot of discussions about the revenue share and when you start your network with Wi-Fi Adexchange. So when you set up your network, you're going to have your own Wi-Fi inside your restaurant, your health club facility, sub shop, whatever you have, and you're going to be able to sell advertising to other businesses throughout the area. Now, what we do is we actually will help provide advertisers for that. And in fact, when you get set up with us, what we do is we'll reach out to your current vendors that are your main vendors of your business. So an example of bar would probably be like Heineken or Budweiser, Bud Light. You always see the little coasters and whatnot. Health clubs, of course, would most likely be some type of a supplement or a supplement company. And what we will do is go to them first, because their whole goal is to have your system paid for per month just off of your vendors. Now, when we go out to these other local businesses, they are non-competing businesses. So if we have a restaurant or a bar and a restaurant together, a restaurant bar, the last thing we're going to do is go and get advertising for other restaurants or other bars. So that's definitely something that we're not going to do. It's got to be non-competitive. So taxis and that sort of thing, fitness centers, and you name it. All kinds of different companies would like to have a share in how this whole system works. So when you get your network set up, give me an example. We do an advertisement. Let's say you're a restaurant and you're going to do, we have a health club that wants to advertise on that network. So we can set up certain keywords. When somebody's on the network, they're on their phone or they're on their laptop or iPad, whatever have you, and let's say they are searching for meal plans or diet plans or whatever. They just got done eating a big old fatty meal and they want to start losing weight now, so they're going to start looking online. Well, we can put those keywords and have it to where our fitness center, the ads pop up for them. Now, if you haven't seen the types of ads that we do, you definitely want to go to the website and take a look at the ads to choose from, because we don't just do one type of ad. We don't just do the login page when someone first comes on board your Wi-Fi. We're totally different than the actual social Wi-Fi. Yes, we can drive likes and comments and all that stuff and get people to sign in through social media, but we're talking here about what we can do outside of that. And that's where we can create a very large revenue for the business by selling ads on their network. So when somebody goes and searches for fitness centers or diet plans, then that ad is going to be showing up, and we can set it up to where we can have it as a rotating. So if you have a couple different health clubs that want to do it, we can rotate it. You can have it to where it actually just pops up on the screen. We can do videos where we can actually do a commercial break, and the commercial break might be, only 30 seconds long. Should only be about 30 seconds long, and it could freeze the whole Wi-Fi session, and it could be a video about anything. We can even take that video and make it specific to the user. So if they're searching for diet plans or meal plans, if that health club has a 30-second commercial, we can view it at that time as well. So the capabilities are endless, really, on what we can do outside of even email and text your clientele or your members or the people that are on your system. So keep in mind, when we set up our network, we don't only just gather who's inside your facility. What we want to make sure and we look at is what businesses are around you and what's going on outside of you. Because if we want to capture people from the outside, to give you an example, a restaurant that we have, there's a couple hotels across the street from it. So we have outdoor units that are beaming across to where we can actually gather people, get people to log on to the restaurant's Wi-Fi while they're at the hotel. So then what we can do is we can actually target the advertising even more specific. So if we wanted to do advertisements for that restaurant and have them go to only people that have logged on outside of the restaurant, we can do that. Or if we want to, let's say there's a health club, and inside the health club, we're not just going to have one router, we're going to have multiple. Usually the average is between 8 to 10, 8 to 11 different routers. And what that's going to do is allow us to pinpoint where people are at. So let's say we wanted to focus on just doing an advertisement when people are on the cardio area or they're on the cardio machine, then we can specifically hit the people with an ad when they're there. And again, when I say hit the people with an ad, if they're searching, if we want to do a pop where it's an actual just hits their phone, we can do that. We just have it specific to what the owner of the network wants and the business owner, of course. So now I'm going to show you the power of this revenue share here on exactly what can happen when you start getting these businesses on board. So when you have, I have restaurants here just for an example, but let's say for a safe example, you know, $50 is not even close to what we would charge. You look at Yellow Pages online and you can get the top section depending on the keywords that you want, and you can pay $300 a month and you can get, they say the average is 12 leads. So you can bet on being just under 12 or just above 12 leads a month. Now those leads are, you know, not so specific. Here we're dealing with specific ads or specific leads. So we're going to start the payment here. We're going to do $249 instead of $299. Safe to say this is a lot more targeted. We should be going a lot higher than that. But this is basically what we're going to do for this example. So you have your restaurant or fitness facility, whatnot. So first off, our goal is to, like I said, automatically get 3 to 4 vendors on the system that are going to be paying a lot more than $249. These are people that are going to have they're your primary vendors. But then around town, we're going to gather local businesses that will be advertising on this. And really, let's say over a course of a year, we only have, let's say we only do 8. Let's make it really simple. Let's just go 5. We only gather 5 businesses to advertise on your network per month. So if we take 5 times 12, and over a year period, that's 60 advertisers. And that's really not very many. But let's go ahead and just plug that number in. So we got 60 paying $249, and the total income that's coming in is roughly around $10,000. It's $11,200. So depending on the relationship that we have with you, so depending on if you give us the contacts or we provide the advertisers. Most likely, some of the partners are doing a 50-50 split. Most common though is a 70-30. So let's say you bring almost all of those advertisers to the table. I mean, you get a ton of people coming through your restaurant. It wouldn't be that difficult. We throw ads on the actual system to let people know they can advertise there. People that you know that walk in, great. Well, so then your income per month just from the revenue would be about $7,900, and then the amount going to the marketing company, us, would be $3,300. Now, if we flipped it, and if we took 70%, you took 30, then of course you would take the $3,400 a month. We would take the $7,800 per month. So this is a very unique way to really take your system and create a major profit. But here I'm going to show you that what's really powerful is if you have more than one location. We've got multiple companies that have come on board that have anywhere from 1 to 1,000 locations. But let's just say you have 5 locations. Maybe you're a small health club and you've got 3 or 4 or 5 locations and you want to implement it throughout, and we keep the same number. We say there's going to be 60 advertisers on each network. Even if, I mean, really you look at that income and it blows you away. But let's actually just take it down a notch and just say only half. Let's say only 30. So we're still looking at a gross monthly income of $28,000. And if you split that up 50-50 between the marketing company, you're looking at 14. If you do most of the work, you're looking at 20 grand. So you can, as you can see, this is a very profitable way to help your business, but also it helps you just take control of your own advertising. So if you're looking at this for the first time and you're on the website and this is where you're seeing this video, you definitely need to make sure you go take a look at the ads to choose from. That'll give you an idea of what these types of ads are and why people are willing to pay. Because remember, Yellow Pages is charging $2.99 a month for only 12 leads. So this is something that's going to be very, very targeted. And if you really think about it, look how many times people log on to the Wi-Fi. If you're a health club or restaurant, you definitely have a lot of people utilizing it. Some of you are health club owners that don't even allow people to get on the internet, and quite frankly, you are leaving a lot of money on the table. I mean, just think about, outside of just this revenue, think of what your business can do with the system. We can set it up to where when somebody who's logged onto the system, if they leave or when they leave your facility, we can send them a text message saying thank you, and it can happen, automatically. We can, do the emails. Basically anything. We can also have it to where if we want to set up a geo fence to where, let's say your members are within a participating restaurant, or or if they're maybe even going to another gym, we can geofence it to where they would automatically get a lock screen notification on their phone that would say something like, hey, be careful eating, or whatever, don't forget to look at your meal plan, or come on by over here and check us out again. Here's a free pass for a personal trainer, half off your supplements today, whatever. We can do so many different things. So not only is this going to help bring you business, it's also going to help your retention. It's going to help your advertising dollars. So basically, we're taking your advertising budget that you currently do, and at first we're cutting it in half. Then we're going to actually deplenish it. You're not even going to have it anymore. You're going to have an advertising budget that pays you. So if you have questions and you would like to know more about how this rev share works, I'd be more than happy to explain it in more detail. Main thing is you can set up an appointment with us and either do an on-site survey, or we can give you a call and kind of walk you through the survey. But either way, definitely acquire and see if your business qualifies to have a system set up and be able to profit like this from your current Wi-Fi. And so just giving it away for free, you might as well make some money off of it. Thank you for your time, guys. If you get questions, definitely let us know.